Okay, keep that clapping going for next comic, Adam Hrabik.
I just turned 30. Give it up for me. Yeah. It was today. Today was the day. Hey, no, I'm 32. I just turned 30. And when you turn 30, you have to completely rearrange the way that you look at your life. Like, since turning 30, all my role models now have to be people who got late starts. It's all I can look at anymore. It's all I got. It's all I got left. I'll give you an example. I found this out. Senator Bernie Sanders, when he was 32 years old, was unemployed and stealing electricity. It's pretty fucking cool. Guys, I got 2 years to figure out how to steal electricity. And I'm set. I'm sorry I'm like this, by the way. I'm from Nebraska, that's why. So I can't look at you or talk right. They don't teach you to socialize there, really. Growing up in Nebraska, you pretty much learn, hey, be sure to eat enough meat before winter. So I'm doing that. That's kind of it. Now, people always ask me what it was like growing up in Nebraska, but they don't ever want to know. They just want me to say something shitty about how backwards of a state Nebraska is. They want to go, what was Nebraska like? And have me go, oh, Nebraska was so crazy. We didn't even have a public school. We just sat all day in front of a billboard that said, it's a child, not a choice. That's Nebraska. Oh, this is crazy. My hometown didn't have the internet, so we just threw the Bible at each other. Nebraska's so weird. When I first moved to Austin, the first roommate that I had here in Austin, she did not know that Nebraska was a place that was real. She goes, where are you from? I'm like, Nebraska. She goes, that's not a place. And I had to show her on a map right here between Kansas and South Dakota. She was blown away. And I was so jealous of her, you guys, in that moment. To be in your 30s and just discover a new land. You must feel like Magellan. You're like, oh, I discovered a magical new land where all the men are made of corned beef sandwiches. And the women get into fights on the weekend. Magical place. Guys. There is a TV meteorologist in Omaha, Nebraska named Rusty Lord. It's a cool name, right? Isn't that the coolest name you ever heard? You hear Rusty Lord. Oh, I can tell you shot a gun before, Rusty Lord. It's so cool. It's such a cool name. And I'm so happy for him because he's a TV meteorologist. Those guys never have cool names. They always have shitty, nerdy names, because they're all shitty nerds. Like, you guys probably went to school with someone who was just like, I don't know why girls won't ever talk to a nice guy like me. They always want to date assholes, but they won't ever give a nice guy like me a chance. Every one of those guys is a TV weatherman today. Every one of them. They're all shitty nerds. Except for Rusty. Rusty's cool. He's got a cool name. Weathermen don't get cool names. Sports guys get the cool names. They don't deserve it. What's a sports guy's job? He's got to talk about how much he loves baseball and then be slightly less racist every year he's on the air. It's his whole job, and he gets a cool name like Turk Dick Fat Sports. Oh, shit. I always feel bad for the weathermen because they put those two names right next to each other every time just to highlight the contrast, I think. They're always like, oh, we got sports with Chug Beer Nuts. And after that, your weather forecast with Lester Milk Money. Oh, poor Lester. Coming up, 5-day forecast with meteorologist Wilson Allergies. But first, sports with fuck. It's the word fuck's his whole name. I am so happy for Rusty, you guys. Weathermen are the only people in a local news team that do shit. You go to any city in this country, the local news team has the same 4 people. You got 2 lead anchors, you got a sports guy, and you got a weather guy. None of them do dick except for that weather guy. The lead anchors, they just gotta have pretty faces and giant horse teeth and say things like, we tested your water and it's positive for crime. And then the sports guy just jacks off for 10 minutes and they televise it. And then the weather guy's gotta go, okay, I've spent all day putting these charts together to help me predict the future. Stay with me. We've got a cold front coming in from Kansas. Yeah, I know we only have 5 minutes, Carol. It's the same amount of time every night. We've been doing this together for 15 years. Give me a fucking break, all right? And then we got tropical air coming in from the Gulf. God damn it, Carol. I fucking know how to do this, okay? I'm a TV professional just the same as you. We went to the same broadcasting school. I know you think that we're not the same, that I don't do actual TV news because I sit in front of a computer looking at grass all day like an, and I quote, dumbass nerd. Yes, I read that email. You CC'd me on it. You think it's so fucking funny. You and Steve laughing at me making my weather predictions. You know what's funny? Boom, hurricane right on top of your head because you didn't give a shit about the weather, do you? You act like you care. You act like you give a shit. You're like, oh, I heard it's gonna be warm tomorrow. I'm gonna take the kids to the zoo. Fuck you, Carol. You don't know what tomorrow is. I have seen tomorrow. And let me tell you, woman, it is bleak. Partly cloudy, high of 62. I'd put a sweater on the kids. That's my time. Thanks, guys.
Keep it going for Adam, everybody.